I had retired and went back to Boston as director of recreation for the city. When I got out of the game, I did what I could do to promote basketball as director of recreation for the city of Boston, but it wasn't like being involved in the NBA. It was easy for me to make that decision to come back in the front office. Wes Pavillon, our owner of the Bucks, came to Boston. He called me and said, "Wayne, I'm in town and I'm free tomorrow afternoon. Can I come by?" And so I said, "Sure, I'd be happy to see you." So he came by the house and he says, "You want to come back to Milwaukee in the front office?" And I said, "Oh, wow." He said, "I'd love to." And he says, "Well, we'll be in touch. And by the way," he says, "we're in the process of making a trade for Oscar Robertson. So if you can just give him a call and tell him that Milwaukee is a great place." Well, he's called Oscar, but he had already made up his mind that he was coming to Milwaukee. And that, of course, encouraged me to go there. And so they offered me a job as assistant to the president, and I readily accepted. Didn't know what to expect and what was to be expected of me. In the front office, having just recently come off of the court as a player, I had to somehow find a way to recognize the fact that I'm no longer a player and I'm managing players. And I respected the position I was in as assistant to the president. I had no intention of ever thinking I would be a general manager. One morning I get a call from Wes Pavillon's office. It says, "Be in my office at 4 o'clock this afternoon." And I was a little bit curious because I thought I'd done everything they'd asked me to do, and I says, "Boy, am I going to be fired or what's going to happen?" So I walk in the room, and the board was in the room, and I'm kind of on edge. I'm a little nervous. And he says, "You're the new general manager of the Milwaukee Bucks." I went home, told my wife, and she was surprised and a little bit concerned because she didn't know what all of that would bring. Of course, I didn't either, and I didn't think about it. I just wanted to step into the job and do the very best I could, as I've been taught my entire life. So I wanted to be amongst the best, yet one more time in a different capacity. And it never occurred to me that I was the first until I got home and thought about it. And then I, of course, thought about back to Jackie Robinson and what he went through. I had no idea that I'd go through the same, given the time it was. I worked with great people, got along terrific with the front office staff, and there was just mutual respect. The outside attention that I got maybe wasn't as good. There was several letters a week that I'd get hate mail, pass it on to the authorities and let them offer the protection they could. And I didn't realize that it would generate that much, but I learned to accept that and still not let it interfere with what I had to do, because I wanted to be amongst the best. So perseverance came into mind again. I learned that there are 5, maybe 6 P's that has motivated me and inspired me, and that starts with pride, self-respect, who you are as a human being, perception, what you have to do to be successful, what you have to overcome. Passion is very important. Persistence is very important, because you have to keep at it. And perseverance is very important. As I reflect back on my career, everything I accomplished took effort, tremendous effort. Both on the court, off the court, mentally, physically. Engage others who are supportive, and you find that there are more people that are good than are bad. Well, that's one of the great attributes that come from sports, because you play for each other, and you have to have respect for each other to do that. And to have respect for your teammates. It takes the front office, coaching staff, ownership, and fans to come together, make it all one. The NBA is at a very high pinnacle right now, and to be a part of it, being able to help others through the NBA, and my position with the Raptors is meaningful to me. I think that that's part of giving back, is to help others attain what I've been blessed and what I've been able to accomplish. And I like to see others do it. So any way I can have an impression on others succeeding and doing well makes me happy.